something a little bit different today. You do not have a packet for this week because we started a little bit earlier than I think we were supposed to. And a lot of parents have reached out and told me that you are done with week 3. So we are going to move on and we're going to do something different. I'm going to be teaching you and going through some review for adding 2-digit numbers to 1-digit numbers with regrouping and no regrouping, and then adding 2-digit numbers to 2-digit numbers with regrouping and no regrouping. So today we're going to be starting with adding a 2-digit number to a 1-digit number with no regrouping. So when you get your number, and I'm going to slide this a little bit so we can see a little bit better. So you're going to get a number. Let's just do an example. So let's say that Maria has 17 cookies. So Maria has 17 cookies. She makes 2 more to take to school. How many cookies does she have now? So we're going to take our 2 numbers, 17, because that's our first number here, and 2. And they use the word more. She makes 2 more. So that means she makes an addition to. So we're going to add those. So 17 plus 2. Now remember, whenever you line these numbers up, it is super important that you put your place value in the correct place. So this is a 10 and a 1, and this is just a 1. So the ones are together. Now some people write it like this. Some people might write it like this, and either way is okay. So the first strategy that we're going to talk about here is drawing a picture to add. So I'm actually going to erase this so that we have a little bit of extra room, and I'm going to bring that over here. So 17 plus 2. Now, the best way to draw your picture here is to do quick 10s and quick 1s. Now, the way that we do that is we draw a quick 10 and then we do our 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 2 1s equals. Now, the strategy that I love the most is this kind of strategy where we move it over. So you're going to move this 10 over. You're going to count your 10s first. We have 1 10, and then we're going to count our 1s, and we're going to move them over as well. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then you're going to draw them. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now you're going to count your answer. Now the thing that I love the most about this is that we moved our 10s and 1s over to the other side of the equal sign. You're going to do the same thing with your answer. So now when you need to count your 10s and 1s here for your answer, it's on the same side that your answer up here would be. So you just move it up. There's 1 10, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 1s. So your answer is 19. We're going to do another one with some numbers that are a little bit bigger. And this time I'm not going to do a word problem. I'm just going to write the numbers out. So let's try 34 plus 4. So 34 plus 4. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to draw your picture. Now, some parents have reached out and told me that they actually have 10s and 1s at home, that they bought them. So if you have, and now these are magnetic, they're not the real thing, But if you actually have 10s and 1s at home, you can do it like this, where your child just lays out the 10s and 1s on the table. And if you don't have 10s and 1s, that's perfectly fine too. Your child can do the quick sketch, or you could substitute and make these items. I've had people tell me that they make them out of pipe cleaners and for the 10s, and then they use beans for the 1s, just stuff that they have at their house. I've heard people say that they take a stack or a packet of unsharpened pencils and use them as the 10s and use erasers as 1s, just so that their child has a visual. So if you have this and you want to use the actual 10s and 1s, that's fine too. If you don't have that, then I'm going to keep showing you how to draw the picture. So we're going to go back to doing our quick sketch, where we are drawing pictures of 10s and 1s. So we're going to start with our first number here, which is 34. We're going to bring that down. We're going to do 3 10s. That's our first number here. That represents the 10s. 3 10s. 1, 2, 3. That's a quick sketch. And then 4 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, you may notice that I'm taking the 1s and I'm putting them this way. The reason that I do that is because if your child were looking at a 10s frame, the dots in the 10s frame would look like this. It would just be divided. That's why I do it, because it's a little bit quicker for them to notice what number it is. So if they draw the dots sideways, then they'll be able to recognize it a little bit faster instead of going down. So 3 10s and 4 1s plus 4, and that'd be 4 1s because there's nothing in the 10s place. So just like we did on the other one, there's equals, there's an equals up here. You're going to move these over. Start with your 10s, count those first, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then count all of your 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So then they're going to bring that number up here. 1, 2, 3. Then there's 8 1s. So their answer would be 38. I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to leave one, and I want you and your child to do it together, or they can do it on their own using this same strategy. And I want them to post the picture in the comment section. So wherever this is, wherever you're getting this video at, whether it be Cross Dojo or Facebook, I want you to take the equation that I posted. And I'm going to take a picture of it and post it in the comments as well. That way you're not having to pause the video so much. But you are going to take and you're going to move it down. You're going to do everything that you're supposed to be doing, show the whole strategy, and take a picture of your child's answer and upload it onto Facebook. That's going to show that they are doing their work for the week, because we don't have a packet, and that'll just help keep them accountable. So for this part, I'm going to say words like pause the video or stop the video. I want us to do this one together. So what is the first thing that you should do? Turn and tell your parent or your sister or brother what's the first thing that you should do. Now, perfect. I hope that you told your parents that the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to take this first number and you're going to start drawing the picture. Now, what do we draw first, the 10s or the 1s? You should have said the 10s. So where's 1, 2, 3, 4 10s. And now what do we draw for this number? The 1s. Perfect. Now, that's way too big. So there's 1, 1. Now, that's your first number. So what do we do now? You're going to go to the second number. Good. And you're going to draw how many 1s? What are you going to draw on this picture? Are there 10s? Are there 1s? What are we going to do? Hopefully you told your parent that the number is 8, there's no 10s, and you're going to draw 8 1s. Now remember that you stop at 5 and then you move the rest of them down underneath. Perfect. If you see Miss Beck draw this line right here, what does that mean that we're doing now? What are we going to do? Pause the video and talk to your parents about it. What are you going to do? You are going to take this number, you're going to start with your 10s, you're going to count your 10s first. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's none over here, so we have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then what are you going to do? You're going to count your 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you're going to draw them over here. Perfect. Now, for this last step, I want you to pause the video and tell your parents, what are you going to do now? You have your answer here. How do we get our answer up here in number form? The last thing that you're going to do is you're going to count these 1, 2, 3, 4. Count your 10s. Those are first. And then count your 1s. And there's 8. Or there's 9. So your answer should have been 49. I hope that you understand all these steps. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. This is just an easier way where they're drawing the picture. They're just moving things from one side to the other. And that'll help them really understand the question. Now, I'm going to put 2 problems up here. I know I only said I was going to do 1, but I'm going to put 2 and you can choose which one you want to do. So the first one, we're going to do 21 plus 7. And then for number 2, we're going to do 53 plus 6. So those are going to be your 2 problems. I'm going to take a picture of them. You don't have to do both. If you want to do both, that's awesome. And I know that we've been watching and giving dojos to students who are posting their answers. I'm so proud of all of you who did the scavenger hunt. I heard Miss Craig's class had some friends and Miss Hawkins' class had some friends. Little Bex, you're going to have to get on it. I want to see our friends putting their pictures on there. So this is your problems for today. You do not have to do both of them. Just pick one. If you do both of them, you'll get 2 dojos. If you do just one, you'll get 1. Please make sure that you're posting your picture in the comment section or sending it to your teacher so that we can give it to you. I'm really excited to see all of your hard work. I can't wait to see your pictures. Have a great day.